Peace, everybody. Peace, 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 everybody. Peace. What's going on? What's going on? Um, First off, I want to say, um, thank you for bearing with me. Like, I plan to do the YouTube channels a lot more. I plan to do a lot more videos and a lot more sharing through this right here. It's about that time, I think. It's about that time. Excuse the camera work, because I am not a camera person. Like, I am not all that tech savvy, but I'm going to get it together. I will, but I figure, let me just jump right in. Who's here? Who's here with me? Somebody say something so I know you're here. All messages, all messages are visible. Anyhow, so tonight's topic is going to be, before I get into tonight's topic, which I'm a little excited about, male and female energy and how they work together. Peace, Curtis. What's going on? What's going on? Thank you, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Lotus Lounge is up and running. You can get in, but you have to PayPal me or Cash App me a $5 donation, and I will send you your own private link to have access to the group, to have access to the forum. What is Lotus Lounge? Lotus Lounge is a social media platform like Facebook. You can share pictures, posts, files, whatever, videos, it interfaces with stuff like Zoom. So I plan to have like virtual meetings and stuff like that in there. We can have virtual meetups and events in there. Something for us to get to know each other, form a nice little tribe, a little village of our own. And it's only $5 a month. Like, what is that? It's nothing. In there, I'll be doing tarot readings, tarot of the day or the week. Can also, everyone in there will be able to have like priority access to me, as a member. Also, you can sign up or look for me on Patreon, the Bud and Lotus Expo on Patreon, and join up with me, be a member and help me with some of these missions that I have. I got some healing missions, some missions that I'm on, and I can't do them alone. I got the zeal, I got the plans, but these things take money. Like the gardening thing, I'm getting back in the garden. There's going to be a tea shed put inside of the garden, and we're just going to fix it up and get it real nice and open it up to the community. And the plan is to do this in other neighborhoods as well, and eventually go to different states and help people with small space gardening, vertical gardening, and setting up community gardens. Because these days and times we have to get back to basics. It's just it's an absolute must that we get back to basics. Also, what do I have going on? I think that's basically it. And like this channel and subscribe, because I'm going to be on here a lot more often, getting busy. I have things to do, and one of those things is I have to get this information up out of me and put it on a platform where it can be seen. Now, to get to the topic tonight. Oh, shit. Well, damn. My PayPal, for those who want to sign up with the group, or you just want to donate to the cause, you just want to give us just a little incentive, my PayPal is the Button Lotus Experience at gmail.com. And my Cash App is $Sapphire L. And I'm going to put all these links down below for Patreon, for Lotus Lounge, for my practice itself, the buttonlotus.org, the buttonlotusexperience.org, and also what I just mentioned. Okay, so let me get down to it. Male and female energy. Now, first of all, I want to express and stress to you that the way we experience the energy is simply broken into these particular characteristics. It's just an easy way for nature to take what's in the spiritual realm and bring it down to the physical. So things naturally are either male or female, and both. Everything contains a bit of both. You even have some species that are male at some point. They turn male. What else? So, energy condenses itself down into male or female based on its behavior and its characteristics and what it does, what it's doing. When we look at what is feminine energy would be considered what is dark, what is unknown, what is round, what is curvy, what is artistic, what doesn't have any reason or logic that is rooted or grounded in the physical or in the five senses. Feminine traits are also, a feminine trait is to be cold. The cold, that's how come the ocean is a mother. It's cold, deep, dark waters, things going on in there that we don't really know. We won't know until it comes to the surface and makes itself known. That's a feminine attribute. That's a feminine trait. Art is feminine, because art is like taking things that can mean one thing and giving it a whole new meaning according to whatever the message is trying to get across. Feminine is receptive. It's magnetic. Magnetism, the energy force of magnetism, is a feminine trait. It draws in, it absorbs, it takes in, it receives, it's receptive. And it's the complete opposite when it comes to masculine. Masculine is logical, it's disciplined, it has linear to it. Things have to make sense and connect the dots, It has to be observable by the five senses. Those things that are observable by the five senses that's a masculine trait. To be seen, to be heard, smelt, felt with your physical senses. That's a masculine trait, which is something that everything in the third dimension on the planet that we deal with for the most part has that trait, which is why the Bible just focuses, and the other religious books, they focus on Father God, because they're dealing with the tangible physical world. That's what they want people to focus on, the physical. But our existence is not just physical. Our existence is physical and it's spiritual. So how do we come together? The way things are now, they have sort of placed us against each other to where there's this competition. The black woman is God. The black man is God. We were here first. We're supposed to lead, or we're supposed to lead. You should listen to us. You should listen to me. Everybody wants to be the head. Everybody wants to be the head, And that sort of thinking actually blocks us from being able to ascend to higher spiritual levels and being able to comprehend and see more of the planet, see more of our surroundings, and observe more of our reality. So, with that being said, let's talk about how these energies, what they do, and how these energies work together to form our reality, and why sex is so sacred. Why sex is so sacred, and why sex It's not limited to vaginal penile interaction or penis penetration. It's not limited to that. Like that's the lowest form. That's the baseline, as far as sacredness goes for sex. So, you have thoughts, right? Thoughts are what we have, ideas, thoughts, feelings. These things draw pictures in our mind. They cause behavior patterns. They cause us to respond certain types of ways. And these ways and these responses, these thoughts, they too carry masculine or feminine traits. I don't know who's out there. You're not saying nothing, but hi anyway. They have they carry these traits. So when we are dealing with reality, right, we have to acknowledge that behind the physical, there's always the spiritual realm. And the behaviors and the traits of the spiritual interaction is going to manifest and show itself up, make itself known in the realm the same way. I'll give you an example. Water. Water is a feminine trait. It's receptive, it absorbs, it's cold, it doesn't have firm lines. It's there, but it still slips through your fingers as if it's not there. So it's a feminine quality. It's receptive, it's life bearing, it has a feminine quality. Feelings, right? I mean, water. But water also carries feelings. You can interject feelings into water. The water molecule will absorb your feelings. But feelings, when they're inside of the body, are in a feminine form. Because they're absorbing. It's a hormone. It's liquid. It's a hormone in our body that's triggering off and running through our veins and our nervous system that's causing us to have these so-called feelings, right? So when these feelings begin to express themselves, they now take on a masculine trait. Because now they're projecting themselves out. They're pushing out. They're not absorbing. They're pushing out. They're expressing themselves. They're going forward. They're not being magnetic. They're being electric. They're pushing. So between point A and point B, feelings in the liquid form changes. It goes from a liquid to words to now it's air. Now it's masculine. You see how that works out? You see how that works out? And then the thing on the other side that's being exposed to the feelings will also be a receptive thing. Probably another person, and our bodies are made up of like 70% water, 65 to 75% water. So it's receptive. We're going to pick it up, which is why we have to be careful and protect our auras, protect our immediate circles, protect our energy. Because our bodies are made to pick up something as minute and invisible as feelings. They're real. You can't touch them. You can't take the water from the person and drink it like, you run a faucet, but you still receive it. We still end up taking it in. We still pick up the frequency. The frequency is carried by the words, by the sound, by the wind. And then it transmutes. Once it reaches us on the other side, it transmutes. It becomes one with us. It resonates. It'll resonate. When we experience dissonance, when something doesn't resonate, it pushes us away. It's still electric. For whatever reason, our receptors are not receptive to that. And these are things that we can't ignore when it comes to our bodies and our feelings and emotions. When it comes to creating human beings, it's the same process. It's like 50 different thousand layers of feelings and emotions, and it goes through this transmutation and this transducting thing. Like, it just goes back and forth. The energy goes back and forth until these transductors, these conduits, becomes solid. Everything starts to solidify. You see that? Whenever you have a male and a female interacting, things are going to get created. Something is going to solidify. Whether you like it, whether you intended it to or not. Even if you walk away from the situation with the person, let's say you meet somebody, y'all end up having sexual intercourse or whatever, and then y'all never speak to each other again. Y'all still created something. And that something is still going to solidify. It's either going to solidify, I can't even say either, it's going to solidify in your behavior. If nothing else, even if nobody ever picks it up, even if nobody ever says, oh yeah, she must have just had a one night stand, there's going to be something left on your aura. The exchange happened, the seed is planted, it's going to grow. And the same happens with the man. Because remember, his body is 60 something, 70 something percent water too. So he absorbs something from you too. He walks away with something too. You know? But the beauty of that is when you guys do intend to come together to create, what you can create now can grow in a positive way because it's coming from a place of love. Love is like cosmic super glue. It sticks things together, it makes things happen, makes things work. It makes things be able to hold up and be firm. You know? Hello, Hilberto. Hola. Yeah, it makes things firm, you know? So we want to be careful with our bodies. But then that's just third dimensional. How about how male and female energy interacts in the fourth and fifth dimensions? Because even though the physical sex is no longer relevant, the energy is still split into that duality because we have to be able to observe it and experience it. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. We have to be able to observe and experience it. And the way we observe and experience things is we find resonance with it. And outside of the third dimensional plane, where physical sex is no longer relevant, we still carry these energetic markers. So we're still carrying the energetic marker of being feminine or masculine. So when we get into we start dealing with fourth and fifth dimensional events and things happening, that's how we're able to resonate. That's one of the ways that we're able to resonate with what's going on around us and be able to observe it is through the similarity that we have to masculinity and femininity. We can experience hot, cold, light, darkness, colors. These things still happen. So the way they work in the fourth and fifth dimensions is through our thoughts. Through our thoughts. Our thoughts create, our thoughts are like antennas, you know. They send out this beaker out into the universe, right? And it creates a station. It could be like WBLS, some smooth R&B, some country rock. It creates a station, you know, and the signal goes out. And on the physical side, we'll have our behaviors and our life happening. But in the other dimensions, what's there is the energy marker, the beacon that went out, you know. This is WBLS. That's smooth rock. This is jazz. That's rock and roll. This is horror. 10-10 all day. 10-10 wins. You know, that beaker goes out, and that beaker becomes part of your identity. That's how you will be recognized or known by others who might resonate or might not resonate with you in the other dimensions. And that, my friend, is real astral sex. All of this, all you're having sex with people in the realms, y'all have to be careful. That's how a lot of people are getting sexually transmitted demons. Because it's not actually people that you're dealing with. It's a thought. It's a projectile, you know. It's a projectile coming from somewhere, from something. So you have to be really careful because you don't know what that projectile or something is on the other end. You have to be very keen in order to know that. All right. Curtis, you still here? You still here, Curtis? Say something. I've been talking for about 30 minutes. And wait, it's been exactly 27 minutes and 2 seconds. I think Curtis is gone. Okay, anyway. That's how male and female energy works. One pushes, the other pulls. And when we come together, it really shouldn't be any competition. It's not supposed to be a competition. It's supposed to be more like a dance, actually. We're supposed to be dancing, you know? When you look at sound waves and stuff like that, these things are not moving straight along. These things are moving. They're ebbing and flowing. And that's what we're supposed to be doing also. We're supposed to be ebbing and flowing, moving, rocking and swaying to each other's rhythms, you know? Not in a competition, but to each other's rhythms. So it's perfectly okay to let the man lead. Oh, you still on the train? Yeah, so it's perfectly okay to let the man lead. Because he's the light anyway. If he has somewhere to go, then that means he has knowledge. And he'll know the path. He'll have a discipline. Let him go ahead and walk in his nature. Do you see my comments? Still on the train. Yes. Yes, I see them. It might be a little time lag because it just popped up. Yeah, probably a little time lag. These broadcasts do that, you know. So, and when it comes to the spiritual side of things, it's very easy to dismiss women when they're saying, "Oh, I got a feeling. I don't like this. I don't like that," and they just have this feeling, and you can't quite nail it down why she has this feeling. Like it's not coming from a rational place. She didn't read it in a book. She didn't hear it in the news or anything like that. It's just a feeling that she has, you know, and she don't want you to go outside and walk in a certain direction. Listen to your women, brothers. Listen, because we are built the same way you guys are, but on the inside out. It's reversed. The same way you guys are the light for the outside, so you lead in the physical realm and you protect us in the physical realm. We're supposed to be on point and emotionally healthy, ladies, right? We're supposed to be on point and emotionally healthy and spiritually healthy enough to lead and protect them spiritually. We're supposed to share the spiritual roadmap with them. We're supposed to share our knowledge, our wisdom with them so that they have something to help them lead, to help them with their path. Can't send them out there with nothing, with just his thoughts and his hopes and his dreams. No, you got to help him. Give him the spiritual insight on it. Give him your wisdom on it, you know? And then when you guys work together like that, y'all brothers will be getting somewhere for real. Seriously. You can give your woman your cell phone to talk to a bill collector. When she come off the phone, you got credit. You don't even know how that happened. Because you did owe the people some money. But now you got credit. Rock with us sometimes. Especially if you know she loves you. Or you believe she loves you. And she at least has your better interest in mind. There's nothing wrong with, you know, taking some advice. Taking some counsel from us. And then you apply your touch to it, you know. Yeah, 8:57. It just dropped down. Said okay, cool. I'm seeing them, but it's a little time lag. Yep. So if we could work together like that, that'll be smashing. You know, that'll be worth it. That'll be worth everything. That'll be worth sitting down and getting to know a person, taking your time, seeing if this person can actually manage your thoughts and handle your mind and handle your emotions. And then when they could handle your body also, you got a beautiful thing going on. We could create more than just children. We can make more than just babies because it's easy to be a breeder. That's the simple part. That's the simple part. It's easy to be a breeder. Once your anatomy work and you have the parts, breeding is simple. It's making other things that we have to be able to master, you know. We have to celebrate the love though. We got to be able to celebrate it and respect each other, you know. So I'm going to Curtis, you want to read it? Let me know if you want to read it. I'm going to wait a few minutes for this thing to respond. If not, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Matter of fact, I'm going to do card of the day while you pull up or not. Card of the day. Seven of Pentacles. You guys. We gotta be clever. Don't let nobody get away with your stuff. Some of y'all are being takers and some of y'all are getting taken. Be careful of this today. Be careful of this right here. Some of y'all are being takers and some of y'all are being taken. Don't let nobody take you. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. Use wise counsel. Some of you get good advice from people. Maybe you should listen to it. Because there's heartache and headache up ahead if you get taken. And if you're the taker, it don't end pretty for you either. Because the world is round. So we'll go around, come around, right? All right, but continue working hard and protect your earnings. Protect it. Continue working hard. Don't keep your resources so far away from you. Bring them close so you don't get taken. All right? I'll catch up with you guys later. Remember, you can hit me on PayPal, the Button Lotus Experience at gmail.org, Cash App, Sapphire L, on Patreon, the Button Lotus Expo, and Instagram. I'm on there too. You can find me, Sapphire Ifeda Green Tarot. Yeah, baby. So just hit me up, y'all. All right? Laters.